The governor's office has just released their proposed budget request for fiscal year 2017, and they are asking for even more money than is budgeted for this fiscal year. In fact, they're asking for a budget that grand totals at nearly $1 billion, or $981.8 million, which is $72.5 million more than their grand total budget for this fiscal year, which is $909.3 million. We asked Legislative Budget Committee Chairman Vice Speaker BJ Cruz what he thought about this budget request.
I'll withhold judgment on it, but I will say that I am a little disappointed.
Vice Speaker BJ Cruz says this disappointment stems from the budget oversight hearing that they held last week. In that hearing, he pointed out to BBMR and DOA that the legislature's adopted revenue projections for FY16 were closer to actual revenues than the governor's budget request called for. In fact, the governor's request was $30 million more than what BBMR is tracking to receive now.
I admonished them and asked them to please make sure that they're more reasonable this year. One of the first things they're going to have to do is to have a revenue hearing so that they can explain to me where they expect that they're going to get $1 million worth of $1 billion as in B, $1 billion worth of new revenue business activity to be able to raise that $50 million difference in business privilege tax.
The Vice Speaker says he's concerned that the expenditures have increased as well.
It's going to force me to be the bad daddy. Mommy says we can all go to Disneyland, and I'm the one that's saying we don't have enough money, so I'm sorry, we're not going to go to Disneyland.
And the Vice Speaker says that budget hearings will likely begin in late March.